to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Guns, self-defense, concealed carry. This is the Patriot Defense Podcast. From the war room in Idaho's high desert, here's your host, Todd Echols.
Here we are once again. It is Saturday evening, and we are tucked away in the war room in the high desert of southern Idaho. I did that correct this time. My mind is cloudy. I can't think today. I can barely freaking talk. I can't breathe.
But you don't have your knife with you, so you aren't distracted.
I'm feeling a little naked over there. God, I need my knife. I need my knife runner. But no, it's good to be back. I'm here with Mr. Kevin Tarver.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
you very much.
It's been a long week.
It has been a long month, man. It has been brutal.
Super long. It's just long. Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be a long next month too, I think.
I'm getting tired of these long months, man. I'm about to shorten these things up. Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. So, what have you done in the last week that was been Second Amendment related? Anything, sir?
Let's see. I don't think so, man. I've been crazy busy at work. Crazy busy. You can't keep having months like this.
It's too early. It's too early in the season to be doing that.
Not to get into the details, but it's audit season, and nobody will understand that.
But me,
back to back to back to back, and I'm like, good grief!
You are a pest elimination expert.
Okay,
you've got this. Look around this room and look at the spider webs that have since acquired, and you'll know I don't have any control in what I'm doing. I need to go back to pest control school. So what have I done that's been Second Amendment related? I was going to have a class last night.
You had a class today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did today. I was supposed to have one last night, but the wind was just freaking blowing like 40 miles an hour out here. And the indoor range was full, and so we canceled it. I'll be back out there tomorrow morning. But I had a big permit class today. Full house. It was pretty full, 20-something people. So it was a decent size.
By yourself?
I teach it myself, but then I have two people help me on the range.
Okay.
So I have my buddy Henry and another friend of mine, Darren. They've all helped me in the past, and they came and they helped on the range. Trying to think if there's any real interesting guns on the range today. Some lady had a little 380. It was some Italian gun. It was from Italy, and I don't know. I didn't look. I couldn't find where it said exactly what it was. She said she took it into one of the local gun stores to have it looked up, and they had trouble even finding it in their book.
Good grief!
But it went bang every time, and she was relatively accurate with it.
I'm just not sold on the round.
Yeah,
I'm still hesitant on the round.
I know. I showed you my little
easy
in here, and you said the gun wasn't bad,
right there,
but the round wasn't your favorite. So
no.
I don't know. It helps in a pinch in the class if someone's having trouble. So I bought it.
It's great when you tell me some of the guns is coming through the class.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I bought it today, and it helps people out. There's a gentleman in there that had a high point, 380 high point.
Nice.
Yes. Cream of the crop right there, buddy.
Hero.
Yep. He brought that sucker in, and he loaded it up, and it wouldn't shoot. Why wouldn't it shoot?
It's got to be the ammo, man. It's got to be the ammo.
So I don't know.
It ain't the high point.
I looked at the box. 9mm ammo. He had a 380, but he obviously wanted a 9mm. So I went ahead and just let him borrow my 380.
Now, when you say it wouldn't fire, you mean it wouldn't go in the battery?
No, it went into battery.
Good.
Yeah, it went into battery. I had to think for a minute. No, it went into battery and it wouldn't fire.
Okay.
So like you pull the trigger and it wouldn't even click. It just wouldn't do anything.
So it was not the High Point's fault.
It was not the High Point's fault.
Not the High Point's fault.
The High Point was as graceful and elegant as what they usually are. I think we've got a soundbite where you talk about the gracefulness and the elegance of the actual High Point.
It's lost in there somewhere in the computer.
I'll find it. I'll dig it out, throw it in there.
But yeah, I sent you some gun porn this week is what I did. I snuck by Mark's place, and he had all the...
Oh, yeah, you only took pictures of the good stuff.
I only took pictures of good stuff.
That's the top shelf gun porn right there.
Whole row of high points.
That's like, that's like top shelf gun porn.
All different colors.
That's like,
It was beautiful.
That's like the stuff that when it's on the shelf and you were a kid, you keep it covered up. It was the good magazine. You had to buy it to take a look.
Yeah, it was interesting. All right. I'm like, good grief! Look at all the
colors. Did you see all the colors?
Yeah, I did.
We weren't lying, man. Did you see the SCCYs while you were in there?
No.
Oh, they had orange ones, and purple, and pink, and turquoise,
Good grief.
and blue, and yellow.
What are they trying to do with all these colored guns?
I don't know, but they sell, man. They sell. I'd rather see someone walk in with a high point, to be honest with you.
Yeah, at least they'll go bang.
Yeah, every single time they'll go if you're using the right ammo. So, no, it was a good class, pretty uneventful. A lot of people, they may be listening to the podcast. A lot of people in the class actually signed up for the podcast or logged in and subscribed to the podcast. You don't have to sign up for the podcast, but subscribe to it, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Our numbers are going up. Did you hear me and Mark talk about it on the last show?
Nobody talks to me, man.
You did. We talked about it on the last show.
Okay, well, I'm the only one that actually listens to the show.
I listened to the show.
You do?
Just not as soon as you do because I'm usually not working on Sunday.
Okay, well, I'll be listening to it tomorrow, and I'm sitting here on it. I'm like,
yeah.
what are you listening to?
Long as you go to work late. I have a class in the morning. It may not get out first thing in the morning.
I'm almost done. I want to knock it out. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes.
You should head back over there and finish it tonight after the show.
I may.
Okay. Anyhow, they don't need to hear it, but nobody cares. We're going to start another podcast. Ecolab Pest Control. We need to stop right there.
Yeah, you
giving out too much information for you.
Yeah, you giving out too much information, man. You're gonna have a team of lawyers coming and contacting us.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. They can take whatever I have. I have nothing.
I ain't giving them nothing.
So anyhow, what do we got? I'm trying to think about. Let's talk about news.
Okay, what's in the news, man?
What's in the news? I'm asking you.
Oh,
I've been away from my phone all day. I don't use my phone when I'm in class.
We have another shooting today.
Oh, yeah? Where?
At a synagogue in California.
Oh, that's the one in San Diego we were talking about. And it was one person, and it sounds like he shot.
It couldn't have been California. I must have read that wrong.
They don't allow guns there.
Can't be in California because they have gun control.
They have gun control, right?
They do, so that don't happen there.
But I read in the article that as they arrested this person and put him in cuffs and led him away from the vehicle, they spied a rifle laying across the passenger seat.
I heard it was an assault rifle.
An assault rifle, an evil assault rifle. I wonder if it had one of those 30-round mags in it.
I don't know. It'd be funny if you had the button. Well, it's not funny, but.
But he shot, what, like 4 people?
We still getting the counts, man. They still counting people. We don't know how many people are hurt, how bad it was. Looks like somebody, a Border Patrol agent, I believe.
Right.
Off duty.
Yeah.
Returned fire on him, and he took off. And, man, they are attacking houses of worship. Wherever you go, you better have something with you. They're blowing up churches in Sri Lanka. By the way, I didn't see those dancing motorcycle guys when the Christians got blown up in Sri Lanka. I didn't see that. Oh, yeah. Where were they at? Why ain't they dancing?
I have no idea. Go figure.
Dancing motorcycle guys. Yeah, they should be out there. I guess we don't get a dance, but that's okay. Hey, that's the way it is. But yeah, houses of worship are under attack. Soft targets are under attack.
If you go to church, carry at church.
Carry at church.
Or just don't go. You can't
Even
worship
if not
from
for
home.
you. I heard a man one time say, I ain't worried if somebody comes in here shooting because I'm going to be okay. I'm going to go see the Lord. And I'm like, you know what?
I still don't want to die.
You going to let everybody else die?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody ain't ready. Maybe you should carry a gun for them. So you need to carry.
Yep.
Carry, be in there, protect the weak.
Be prepared. Take some
Protect the
and
innocent.
it's not just about buying a gun and holstering it up and knowing that you have one. You have to know how to use it. You have to have pulled the trigger on it, okay? Don't go take your concealed carry class, shoot your gun, and never shoot it again, and carry it for the next 3 years. Because that happens. That happens a lot.
And I want to give my rule for when you should pull your gun, because I hear this question
Sure.
too much, and it kind of irritates me. If you've ever had any dealings with the legal system, we don't have a justice system. We have a legal system. So you better hope you're legal.
Yeah.
Now, if you have any dealings with them for anything, you can wind up in prison. I don't care if you were just right or wrong, good or not, depending on the prosecutor you have, depending on the judge you have, depending on what law enforcement agency shows up, what type of person shows up from that department. You can go your butt to prison for a long time. So assume that anytime you pull that gun, I'm going to prison. I'm going to go to prison when this is over. Now, is it worth it? If it's worth it then your life's in danger. If it's not,
Right.
run.
Right. And we talked about that today in class to a certain extent. Just because you have a firearm doesn't mean you need to use it. Now, you should always carry one.
Right.
But you need to understand what's going to happen when you do use that firearm. So just because you carry it around doesn't mean you need to shoot everything, okay?
No.
A carpenter spends all day carrying around a hammer, but not everything looks like a nail, you know? He doesn't pound on everything with his freaking hammer whenever he walks by.
Well, you look like the Somali guy. He's having his trial right now that shot the lady from Australia, I believe it was.
Right.
The cop in Minnesota. Whew, Minnesota. Yeah, his statement today was it's better to act than to react.
Right.
Madman. So, yeah, don't be like that.
Yeah. Be prepared to use it if you have to, but don't go around looking for a reason to use it.
Last resort.
Every single time.
I'm going to die if I don't use this right now. When that's true in your head, not you sitting there. If you have time to sit there and try and think about it and justify it, get out of there.
Yeah, if you got don't sit there and
Get out of there.
Don't waste that time trying to justify it. Just leave.
Yeah, you sitting there waiting for it to get close. No, just get out of there.
When a defensive confrontation happens, it's going to happen quick. It's going to be over in seconds. Okay,
Yeah.
That's how quick you have to react. You have to make some decisions ahead of time. Like when you were deciding to carry your firearm, what's my line in the sand? What am I going to do? Who am I going to protect? Am I going to be the G.I. Joe that runs up there and tries to save the gas station's money from being taken?
I ain't saving no money.
That's right. Or am I going to stand back? Am I going to protect my family? Am I going to keep my gun concealed and keep my options open and take on the fight if it comes to me? Or am I going to try and be a hero? I mean, there's lots of decisions you need to make now.
Yeah, family. Well, just that one change in the scenario. If I'm there and somebody's life's in danger, I'm gonna go I'm going in. If my family's there with me,
If you're dead, guess what?
If my family is my top priority, and I'm like,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
I gotta get them out of here, and hope you make it until I get back or whatever. But yeah, no, family, little stuff like that changes the scenario a lot.
Well, and I tell everyone too. Not only you have to make those kind of choices, but you have to. So where are you going to carry your firearm? Where are you going to carry it? To carry on your waist, your ankle, your shoulder, your pocket, appendix carry. Where are you going to carry?
I'm gonna carry like Tuco.
Like Tuco.
Yeah, string around my neck.
There you go.
Good, the bad, and ugly.
There you go. I think I remember that. So you have to practice with how you carry. We got to make decisions.
He was good with that, man.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You and your movies. But you got to make these decisions ahead of time. You got to. So, for example, my strong hand is my right hand. I'm right-handed, so I carry on my right side. So when I'm in the store, okay, and I have my son with me, he's 5 years old. If I want to hold his hand and keep him near me, guess what? I hold his hand on my left side.
Right.
I keep my hand free. When I go out on a date with my wife, she wants to hold my arm in my hand. It's on the left side, and she knows that. And it's just kind of something we've talked about, and it's just kind of a practice that we put into play. So that's one less thing I got to worry about. I'm able to access my firearm if I need to. I carry with a round chambered. A lot of people do not
That is madness.
That is madness in my eyes. A lot of people do not, but that saves seconds. If you have to use your firearm, it is ready to go. I don't have to set down the baby carrier. I don't have to let go of my 5-year-old's hand, draw the firearm, try to chamber around, short stroke the damn thing, and have it jam up, and then be looking down a barrel of a gun, right? I mean...
Yeah, well, I'll walk that back a little bit. Start where you feel comfortable at, but think about these things. I mean, when you get in a panic situation, when stuff goes on, and you have to rack that, a lot of times I carry a shield with a safety. Right. Because of that, I do put that little extra thing there, but I keep one in the chamber. But it's a 1911. If you're familiar with the gun, it's probably the best safety you can get. It's 1911 style. It's not big where it's going to get bumped around or something, and it's very deliberate. Yeah, it takes a little pressure, so it's nice. But yeah, start where you at. I mean, if you feel uncomfortable with that at first, right. I don't want to have new people saying, "Let's put one in the chamber."
Right.
We spend some time with it.
Well, yeah, we can go into more details.
Work yourself into that.
Excuse me, I've got a cold I'm kind of trying to get over, but
oh great, so you brought me over here.
I did.
When I'm sick, you don't let me come around.
I needed you tonight.
Oh, well.
Oh,
I'm expendable.
You're from Louisiana. You're tough. So if you're going to carry with a round chamber, you do it properly, and you know, if you have a safety on there, great. If that makes you feel more comfortable, that's fantastic. Use a proper holster, one that's going to protect that trigger. You need to protect that trigger, or bad things can happen if that trigger depresses and you got one in the chamber.
Yeah,
carry responsibly.
You can hurt yourself.
You could hurt yourself or others. We talked about
and look like a fool. There was another guy who shot himself in the wiener. What is this? A club they got going on
with a high point?
No,
it was with. I don't have the. I didn't print the story. It was with a freaking high point again.
Good grief! People. Y'all saving money on these guns, spend some money on a class.
So do I need to say that high points attract wieners or wieners attract high points?
I think you got people that's not wanting to spend much money on guns and ain't spending nothing on a class.
There you go. But we mentioned a story last week.
Don't be cheap, man. You'll shoot yourself in the wiener.
About a gentleman was at Chuck E. Cheese, and he's being a good dad. And he was changing his daughter's diaper.
Oh, yeah.
And he reached into the diaper bag and bam! He grabbed his firearm by accident in the diaper bag. Obviously, it wasn't in a holster.
He should have had a safety.
Pulled the trigger, shot himself and his daughter.
Good grief. What kind of gun was that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Buckshot coming out of that thing?
454 Cazul.
He should have at least had a safety.
There you go.
Well, they got bags. They make bags for that have their own little pockets for it.
Right.
I mean, don't throw it in there with the baby's binky and stuff, man. Come on. What are you doing? Well,
let Daddy get you your binky. Oh, that's not their binky.
You remember the story in Walmart?
Oh, yeah.
Where a 5-year-old
Yep.
reached in Mommy's purse, pulled out her handgun, and shot Mommy in the head and killed her.
Yep. Right there in Walmart. It took like 3 seconds.
He just reached in, he was playing with it. Bang! And there she goes. She's dead.
Yep. That was in Idaho.
Really?
Yeah. You know that?
I don't know. I get so many stories.
I think it was up in northern Idaho somewhere. So, yeah. Craziness, man. But be responsible. Carry properly. That's the moral of the story right there.
Well, even if you want to put it in your pocket, they have pocket holsters. You can.
A holster is good, though. Holster is a good idea. I've seen a lot of people carry in their waistband without a freaking holster.
No, I ain't. Well, when I was young, maybe. No, I ain't doing that, man.
So, what else we got in the news? Anything?
Man, they're attacking children, man. Now we got a guy in Colorado. Now, this is just kind of adds on to my point from last time where the guy was going in the mall and tried to snatch the little girl. Ironically, this guy's named Muhammad too.
Huh.
He's in Colorado.
Are they related?
I don't know. I don't know if it was a first name or last name. But he was driving around the cul-de-sac, and some kids came out riding their bike. He ran up on the sidewalk and ran them over. They after you, kids. They after you, places of worship, people.
They're after everything.
Well, in those moments where you think everything's safe here.
Right.
And I don't want to start getting people paranoid, but that's how stuff happens.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's places where you think you're safe. Church.
Yeah.
Right?
Church is the biggest target going
School,
right now.
right?
Yeah.
You know, in neighborhoods, when you let your kids out in the afternoon to ride their bicycles on the sidewalk in front of your house, right?
In front of your house.
Probably been doing it for years.
It's your house.
Yeah.
You know, the only place I don't hear anything, nobody gets shot in the grocery store. I guess they're hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, they go there to eat. One more thing, speaking about attack. So, you know, that kid that got thrown, that guy grabbed that boy and threw him over the balcony at the mall.
Good
so
God.
I do a radio show every Friday, and someone called in this scenario, and I'll just throw it out there and see what you say. But he asked this question, and I don't know if he was serious or if he was just trying to bait us or what. But he said, so what would you do if you were in a mall and you saw someone pick up a kid, a baby, whatever, hold it over the edge of a balcony? Would you pull out would you pull out your handgun?
Yes.
And put 10 rounds of 45 into
Well,
there?
no, I'm not shooting him. He'll drop the baby.
Right. So
I'm gonna let him know if you let that baby go, I'm bringing the smite down on
I'm
you.
gonna ventilate
Yeah.
you. So there's a lot
Laying down some sweet love on you, buddy.
So there's lots of stuff to think about in that scenario. And I think this gentleman, I don't know who it was, I think he was trying to bait us in because we've had some people call in before and attack us a little bit.
Hey, you can't shoot
for liking guns. I think he was waiting for us to say, oh, heck yeah, we'd shoot him.
No.
Light him up. The answer is no at that point. He could drop the kid. Maybe because you shoot him and you drop, maybe you could get into trouble. Maybe he could come back and say you caused him to drop the kid. You don't know. I've seen some crazy parents do some crazy stuff, and they're just being stupid, right?
Just like that classic picture. I mean, he's obviously not a normal human, but Michael Jackson holding his kid over the balcony and stuff. People do weird stuff.
Oh, yeah.
In the selfie age, people do really weird stuff.
Yeah.
So, no, but if he's sitting there dangling the kid and threatening him to do it, I'm going to let him know there's some danger coming to you. Am I going to shoot him? No, he'll drop the kid.
Right. So,
and I'll take the chances with whatever comes out of that.
I like that answer, though. I mean, that's kind of what I was looking for, and that's the answer we gave on the radio show, but I think the gentleman was trying to bait us into saying something else. We've had our run-in.
No, I'm not trigger happy.
Some people are.
If I see you drop a child off something like that, I got to stop you before you grab the next child.
Well, yeah, you don't know if he's going to grab the next child.
He's going to.
He's already.
He's a madman.
He's already demonstrated
proved to
one.
me. Yeah.
There you go. You got your story worked out, man.
I'm lighting him up.
You're lighting him up.
I'm putting holes in him, man.
So I got a question for you. Another question for you. This is Question Tarver Day.
All right, bro.
Have you ever shot a gun?
Yes.
So small.
Okay.
Have you ever shot a gun, a handgun, that made you feel like you needed to wear gloves to shoot it?
What was I doing? Who was?
I don't know. This is the second one. I had a guy in class today. He was shooting a gun, and the dude had gloves on.
Rubber gloves or
like
latex?
leather type gloves.
Okay.
He's the second person I've seen wear
How
gloves.
nice is this gun, man?
It was a beautiful Taurus.
Oh, okay.
Something 380 little tiny sucker that turned itself into a single shot.
Okay.
But there was one other guy that was using gloves to shoot at another class about, 8 months ago, and he was shooting the DB9.
Oh, man.
And
he had gloves on?
He had gloves on because the thing would try to jump out of his freaking hand and beat him to death.
He must have skinny fingers to get.
Well, the gentleman today that was using gloves, I just when he went to put his finger in the on the trigger, I was just so scared he was gonna snag the trigger every freaking time because that glove just took up all the gap in there, all the gap in the trigger well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, it's gonna go off. It's gonna go off.
Yeah.
And it just, I asked him, so I said, why do you wear gloves? And he didn't give me a good answer, but somebody didn't want to get burned. So the gun burns you when you shoot it? Maybe you shouldn't shoot guns. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a bad gun, man.
I don't understand the wearing. I know it's cold outside. I understand that. But it wasn't cold outside. We were shooting inside. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
No, I can't.
No explanation?
Explain that, no. Of course, I've never worn driving gloves either. I don't understand that either.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's like, just drive.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Just drive. Everybody's got to, well, if you get a Ferrari, you got to get driving gloves. That's why I was like, what kind of gun is it? Is it nice? Is it a Taurus? Oh, come on, man. What you doing?
I will say that there was a Kimber 1911 chambered as a Kimber 1911 variant, chambered in 9mm. And you know what? That sucker ran. I was super surprised. No hiccups, no nothing.
I tell you what, Kimber makes some beautiful revolvers. Have you ever seen their revolvers? Whew, man, they're beautiful.
I don't think I have.
They are beautiful. But they're a little too proud of them, man.
Oh, their Kimber's proud of absolutely 100%.
I got to pay $500
everything.
extra just to have the name on it. I get the exact same gun, $500-600 cheaper.
I got a freaking little cold chisel and a hammer. I could put Kimber on any one of your revolvers you wanted.
And why don't other people make guns that look like Kimber's? Kimber revolvers are beautiful.
I'll have to check them out. I've never messed with them.
Yeah. I was looking at one the other day. I was like, man, they really know how to do that. But I ain't paying that much for the name.
So, have you bought your CZ yet?
I have not. I've been too busy, man.
Doing what?
Back-to-back audits. Back-to-back.
Have you been researching the CZs?
Man,
If you had time last week, would you have bought the CZ?
Yeah. I did stop by the store one time for like 5 minutes. I said, hey, y'all got it? Nope. Okay, bye. I got to go. I have been busy.
Are you waiting for them to get it in so you don't have to special order it or what?
Well, like I said, I already got a credit there. So I'm like, just give it to me.
Oh, gotcha.
The store owes me, $600 or something. So when they get it, I just take it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bring it out here. We'll shoot it.
Mm-hmm. I'm still looking at it.
Okay.
I got to put it in my hand and
the
check it out.
The listeners want to know. Subscribers want to know.
I almost bought another Canic. I'm like,
that'd be Canic number 3. They have a third Canic that's different than the 2 you already have?
Yes. They have a Elite model.
Why are you stuck on the Canic so much?
I love that trigger.
You love the trigger, but you know what? It doesn't fit in your hand. We figured that out. Why would you try a third one?
I'm on a hand diet.
It doesn't fit your hand. It's like too long.
It's not that. I can still hit with the thing, man. I'm still knocking out bullseyes with it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful single action only, and I don't know. That's the only thing I'm worried about a CZ. I'm like, what kind of triggers in it? What's it gonna feel like? What's the pull? What's the pounds? I don't know.
Do they make a chrome Canic?
I can buy one and chrome
it. There you go.
No, it was sitting there though, and I was like, you know what? Because see, you've been waiting on one firearm for good grief.
You know what?
A decade?
I haven't heard anything about that in like the last 3 months.
They acting like they never said it now. They just gonna act like we never brought that crap up.
Probably. But my luck.
Yeah, I'm sitting here, and really it's my fault. I've been busy. And I could go anywhere else and just pick it up. But after a couple of weeks, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll take the Canic. I'm not going to wait.
So you're still on the fence.
On the fence of what?
Which gun to buy? The other Canic?
I want to put the CZ in my hand. I want to check it out.
If you bought the Canic, is the CZ out of the picture, or would you buy both of them?
I'll keep buying. I'll get them both.
There you go.
No. If I put the CZ in my hand and I like it, I'm gonna get it. And
I don't have to buy guns. You want to know why?
Why's that?
You keep buying them, bringing them over here. I test them out, take it for a little test drive, and figure out what I want.
We need to bring some more over and do some shooting. You still owe Mark a competition.
Oh,
DB9.
I need to practice with that sucker. You know what? I've got it in the bag this time. You want to know why?
Why's that?
I'm buying a pair of gloves.
There you go. Get a pair of gloves with it.
I'm gloving up. So
if somebody sees you with gloves and a gun, they're probably gonna think you're up to no good.
So there's a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I haven't talked to him for quite a while. And it was really funny because he started getting into handguns.
Okay.
And he works in the local area here as an accountant, as a tax accountant. And he was, as this guy that works in the office with him knew he was getting into firearms. And he goes, Todd, he called me up and goes, I have this gun that this guy wants me to shoot. And he just brought it to him. I didn't ask for it. He just brought it to him. He said, hey, you should go shoot this. And he said, yeah. He goes, the guy like had it in the gun case. And he unzipped the gun case and he kind of like tipped the gun case out. He didn't actually pick it up with his hands.
Hey, I want him to grab it.
Yeah. And he slid it out on the guy's desk. You should take this and shoot this at lunchtime. Because I know you go shoot. And he's like, I don't know if I want to touch this gun.
I would touch it.
I said, yeah, if he's not touching it either, I don't know that there's anything going on there, but
I'm not going to hand somebody.
Questionable.
I mean, these guys know each other.
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
Here, shoot this gun. As I pour it out onto your desk.
No, no. If you're gonna shoot my gun, I'm gonna be there with you. We're gonna shoot it.
You're gonna shoot it first.
Yeah, let's go shoot it or something. I mean, what if somebody come up and ask you, hey, can I borrow one of your guns? No, get out of here. What are you up to, man?
Am I gonna see it again?
Yeah, what kind of shit is this? No. So yeah, that's
anyhow, I haven't thought about that for like 3 or 4 years. I thought that was interesting. I thought I'd throw it out there. But did you see the crap that's going on with the NRA? My favorite
I'm seeing
topic.
some chaos happening, but I'm not, like I said, I've been running, so I don't know what all's going on. I know
right now they're having the NRA.
Ollie North is out.
They're having the National NRA convention right now.
Yeah, chaos at the convention.
Chaos at the convention.
You can at least wait till that's over.
So much chaos today that they're having their annual meeting, okay?
Tomorrow?
their annual meeting, and they're having it today.
Wow.
And they... I
heard Wayne LaPierre's...
They want Wayne to
fighting to stay CEO.
They want, they're calling him the $6 million man now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they want him to step down, and he won't step down, and they're trying to force out.
I wouldn't step down either if I was getting $6 million.
They're pointing out all the money that they're spending on these lavish salaries and these lavish, budgets and these spending accounts, and
you ain't spending it on court cases. That's for damn sure.
And then they went after
you ain't fighting nothing.
Yeah, there's another group. It's like they're advertising, like PR type firm, and they're talking about all the money and the big inside deal that they got. They're sending all this money to this PR firm, and they're the ones that are in charge of the NRA TV and Coleon McNor and Dana Lash.
I don't know.
Dana Lash.
I know you talking
about. And all the freaking money that they're pouring into everything, but
it's all fundraising
for our rights.
They don't fight. Gun Owners America Files takes stuff to court every time.
Yep.
Every time. NRA does not fight. They're a fundraising organization.
So it's getting ready.
They're making a killing.
It's getting ready to implode. In fact, today they're having that national meeting. I was reading it during the classroom portion. The law enforcement officer was here teaching it. And the NRA, the head group of the NRA was trying to take, the board of directors was trying to take the meeting behind closed doors, and the other people that were there at the meeting were like, no, you keep this out in the open. We need to find out what's going on here. And I guess it was this huge power struggle.
Beautiful.
Not sure how it ended up.
I like that.
So
I like that, man. Shine the light on them.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty interesting too, because old President Trump was there. He was their keynote speaker, and he came out and said that he was going to pull us out of the UN treaty.
Yeah, he signed one of them when he was up there. What did he sign?
I don't know. But you know what? He says he's okay. Let's see what happens. Let's talk is cheap.
Well,
you can say what you want.
He let the NRA lead him to a bump stock ban.
And so now he's at the NRA saying this. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, there's lots of money. Defund the freaking NRA. Defund it. Do not pay your dues. They send all this money.
Oh shit, he's up on the soapbox now.
They are. I'm ramping up, and I'm telling you right now, it's really hard for me to get amped up because I can't freaking breathe as it is. So what they're trying to do, I mean, they're spending all the money on all these freaking salaries and spending all the money and all these these special accounts and on all
Beautiful
these
productions.
Yeah,
The
everything.
videos they put out are well done.
If you quit, here's the thing: if you
Hollywood
quit paying
quality.
your dues,
Yeah.
if you quit paying they're going to ask you for more money next week. You'll get something in the mail, guaranteed. If you quit paying your dues right now, guess what? They wouldn't go under. All they would have to do is take some of the money away from some of that, redirect it into fighting for our rights, and they would be fine.
Well, I don't. Like I said, I don't see anything they do. They have their conventions. They do their nonstop fundraisers. They just their production quality on their videos and stuff they put out.
Yeah.
You got a team behind that is well paid. They do good stuff. And then you got all these salaries and these people jetting around, flying around. I mean, what do you do? Why are you not fighting for anything?
Right.
Why are you not fighting? I don't even recall a time where they said, call your congressman.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time they said that?
Probably not for a while, but they're just.
I remember during one of the gun debates, they were, I can't remember who it was, some Democrat was calling LaPierre and telling him, call off you people, stop having them call me. And he went over and over saying, I didn't tell them anything. That's just the citizens. I'm like, what are you there for, man?
Yeah, you're supposed to be fighting for our rights and riling us up, getting us to activate.
Yeah, see, you're sitting there calming the politicians down saying, I ain't got nothing to do with them people. And he literally didn't.
But it's
sad.
It's kind of, to be honest with you.
I'm kind of ranting myself.
It is
jumping down rabbit holes.
But you know what? It's kind of fun to watch.
Shine the light on everything.
It's kind of so. There's this really funny video. I don't know if you don't know who Rob Pincus is. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
He's there. He's at the NRA. Because he runs his own business. He's not really involved with the NRA. He calls out the NRA all the time. And he posted a video of him. You know those little like scooters that you can, like in big cities, you can like rent. They're like electric, and you like drive around the town. You've seen those?
I think so.
Boise has them. I don't know what they're called. But anyhow, he's got this little video, and it's a riot. It shows him. You see someone moving down the street, weaving out of people, and it's him and some other guy in his business, and they're on these little electric scooters. They're like weaving in and out of people. They're driving to the park, and he quotes on the bottom. He goes, "Bet you I'm having more fun than Wayne LaPierre is today."
Well, Wayne LaPierre, last I heard, he was trying to round up votes to stay.
Yeah,
but man, if you're making that kind of, it's time to go, man.
Oh yeah, you're not. I mean,
that dude's making more money by himself than the whole Gun Owners of America's budget is.
Oh yeah, the amounts of money that they spend is absolutely insane, and they're asking for more all the time. I've talked to, there's a lot of people I know that like the NRA, but there's a lot more lately that have been talking to me, like pulling me aside and saying, "Oh, I listened to your podcast," or "Hey, I read something on your Facebook about the NRA," or I post something and they'll comment. They're like, "I'm glad I pulled my money out of the NRA years ago. Glad I pulled it out years ago. And this is who I support, and this is why." And
if they were fighting tooth and nail and not giving up anything, first of all, you don't get on the attack, man. Get on the attack. The concealed carry reciprocity passed the House. It's sitting in the Senate. We still own the Senate. We still own it, the Republicans. Right. We got Trump. Nobody's even talking about it. Why aren't you pushing anything? But if you really were fighting, hey, man, make your money. Go have a good time. Have a nice house.
Right.
I'd be happy to donate to you. Just fight. Just keep fighting.
Right.
They don't fight nothing.
No.
They don't fight anything.
I think it's time. I talked about it last week on the podcast, and I think it's time I get a hold of Gun Owners of America and get somebody on the podcast.
I think so.
I think right now would be awesome. I would love to talk to them right now. I would love to see what they said, if they even came out and said anything, or I don't know how tight some of those places are.
I don't know. You'd have to get in touch with them.
I'm either going to have a good interview or it's going to be very uncomfortable, one of the two. So
yeah. Well, I don't think so. Not with Gun Owners of America.
So I think I'm still going to try for that. So that's in the works. But I got a rant on NRA later on when I can actually intake oxygen at the same time. I'm about ready to do.
That kind of makes it more interesting, man.
Yeah.
Get a little lightheaded.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't breathe and I haven't eaten much today, so it's a great combination.
Okay.
So it's time to go eat. Hopefully, tell my wife to get in there and get back in there and tell my wife to make me a sandwich.
Oh, man.
They're fighting words, aren't they? She's working off to
man.
do it myself.
You can't say that in America no more, man.
Make me a sandwich.
It's the patriarchy, man.
Oh, there goes all our female listeners. I was just kidding, just joking. I don't say stuff like that. Not where she can hear me. And I know she doesn't listen to the podcast. So, we got anything else to chit chat about this evening, sir?
I don't know. What do we got going?
I don't know.
I'm just kind of bouncing around, man.
I think we are. I'm not very clear-headed this evening. Just because of the congestion.
Okay.
So I think we might be good for the evening. We've gone about 40 minutes. I think we're good. I think we're good tonight.
You trying to talk yourself into that?
I think we're good tonight. I'm trying to think if we've missed anything. I don't think we have. Mark will join. I don't know if you'll be here. It's the beginning of the month. Of course you'll be here.
I'll have free time.
Yeah.
Audit's behind me. And
That's right.
the beginning of the month where I can put everything off.
Mark and Tarver will both be here with us next Saturday at 6 p.m.
Okay.
You're not busy. I know you're not.
No, shouldn't be. I don't know.
Mark's helping me with my class, so he'll be here. It'll be fantastic.
We got to see how this week goes. But
Okay.
yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Awesome.
And yeah.
Until then, enjoy the podcast. Sorry, it's a short one. That's all I got for tonight, man. It's been a rough 3 or 4 days. Tarver's looking at me like, do I look sick?
Yeah, you do. You kind of got you get glassy eyed.
A little bit. So
I don't know what you've been eating, man. Something.
Power balls.
Okay, that's what you
Energy balls. They're mangoes.
Okay, I don't know what that
It's
is.
all health food stuff, dude.
Oh, no wonder.
You don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
You know what that shit is. Okay. We're rambling, so we're out of here. Talk to you later. Bye.